Well, Gavin, first of all, goal, clean sheet, a win at one of the informed sides in the division. As debuts go, how did that rank for you?
I think I actually made my debut against Dagenham, but yeah, it was a good game. They scored a goal. I was happy with that.
Talk us through the performance then. How pleased were you as a team?
Yeah, listen, when you go away from home in this league, it's always going to be tough, especially at a big club like Notts County. We've gone there with a game plan, worked really well, came away with the 3 points. To be fair, at the end we've ruined a lot of chances. We butchered 3 or 4 chances at the end. So listen, on another day you miss a couple of them and you get stung at the end. So little things we can work on, but all in all, I think we've got to be happy with where we're going.
Did you feel under much pressure at all? Because I don't think Notts County had a shot on target against you.
No, I think we are really efficient in their kind of link zones they're trying to get into. They've got some really good creative players, and we're just cutting space off well.
And in terms of the dressing room, I'm sure it was great after the game, and you've been in a few dressing rooms. What do you make of the group that you've become involved with here?
Yeah, fantastic guys. Not usually you get one or two guys that you don't really like. That's just how football is. But at this place, I've come in and really got on with everyone. Good guys. Gaffer's put a really good group together here.
Coming back from injury, then, I mean, how are you feeling in yourself? It's been a little while since you came back into the game.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's still not where I want to be at, but hopefully, a few more games and I'll be back where I need to be at. You can't, no matter what you do on the training pitch, you can't repeat what you do on that 90 minutes on a Saturday. It's completely different.
No, and trying to manage you come back through an isolation as well. It can't be particularly easy.
Yeah, it was tough, obviously, to get going and then stop-start again is not really what you need. But listen, I'm happy enough. We're flying now. We're hopefully going to get to where we want to get to, and hopefully everyone will be back in to see it. But we'll see. If there's no fans in, it is what it is, and you just got to get on with it and get your results.
How are those Curtis Weston Zoom sessions then?
Yeah, fantastic. Great guy, fit as anything. Absolute machine.
Can he bring our DVD out?
Definitely. With his A-pack, it'd be fantastic.
Look, it's been a strange last 7 days or so within the National League. Lots of voting on what continues and what doesn't. Obviously, your former side, Gloucester, not able to play anymore. I mean, firstly, he's just feeling fortunate to be in a position where you can continue to play football.
Yeah, of course. Listen, you're very fortunate. I mean, there's so many people out there that are, not only just football. Listen, in real life, people are struggling out there. It's not like you can't take it for granted that you're out there. You got to produce, because people they're tuning in to watch this. This is what is getting them through the week.
And how are you feeling for your former teammates as well? Having been in such a great position and then not being able to continue.
Yeah, it's tough. Don't get me wrong. I think Foyle would have cut them, to be honest. Now, I think the way the league's looking, Foyle, they're probably going to go past them. But to be there and then to not get a chance to actually go and do it is going to be tough. If I don't know how they start back up now. I think that's it. It's a bit of a dead duck now. So.
What do you make then of your Chesterfield experience so far? Has it matched your expectations? Has it bettered it? What were you expecting when you got here, and what have you found?
Yeah, no, listen, I've worked with the gaffer. I know what he's about. He's fantastic. He's only gone one way in the game, that's for sure. And it's definitely up through the leagues. It'll be here, hopefully. If it's not here, it'll be going through the league somewhere else.
And look, a bit of catching up to do in terms of the league table. Plenty of games in hand, though. I mean, what's the feeling within the group about what is possible? Don't
get me wrong. You can't get ahead of yourself. We're still a good bit off the playoffs, but that's where you got to be aiming. There's no point in playing football if you're not aiming to get up there. I think with the squad we've assembled here now, you can only be looking up, really.
Gavin, thanks very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
No problem, mate.
Hi, Gavin. Good morning. Liam here.
Hi,
Nice
Liam.
to
You
speak to
okay?
you. Yeah, good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. Can't complain.
What was it about Chesterfield that made you want to join the club?
Don't get me wrong, it's a massive club, but obviously the lure of working with the gaffer again was a massive thing. Having worked with him knowing what he's about, knowing what he brings to the table. I think that was a no-brainer in coming here.
What does he demand of you as a player?
You just got to give everything in training every single day. It's different to what you're used to sometimes, but you adapt to it, and every day you've got to come in with the right attitude and train like a bear.
And it feels like yourself and everyone at the club is really buying into that at the minute, doesn't it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as I said, there's not usually get one or two guys who aren't having it, and they just down tools, and people might not like to hear it, but that's how football is. So you get that in dressing rooms all the time, where one or two lads are just like, nah, they're not having it, and then they try and kind of, it gets a divide in the changing room, and then that's where stuff goes downhill.
And you've played in a number of different positions during your career. What would you say is your best position?
Centre half.
And you've been playing midfield so far for Chesterfield. How have you found that?
Yeah, fine. Listen, I played there for Gloucester as well, the gaffer. It is what it is. Listen, once I'm playing, I'm happy. Like, I don't mind wherever it is.
I read that you left Dublin when you were a teenager. What was that quite a difficult move for someone so young?
Oh yeah, 14, I think, 14, something like that. 14, I moved over to England, so still got the accent, but yeah, haven't been there for a while.
Was that quite difficult as a teenager then, moving countries?
Yeah, for sure, because obviously my family that didn't move over with me, so it was difficult. Anyone who says that's not difficult is, listen, there's people who have gone through a lot worse than me. You're getting paid a lot of money, you're coming to a different country, you're getting looked after really well, but obviously it's when you're used to having your family around all the time, it's a different experience.
And you went to Blackburn. That's quite a big move for someone who was so young. How was your experience there?
Yeah, it was fine. It was good. Don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I don't think I had it. My attitude wasn't great. Let myself down with a few different bits and pieces. But listen, you learn from those experiences, and as you get older, you have kids. That's how life goes, I suppose. You don't dwell on stuff like that.
And is that an experience that you're able to pass on to other younger players then coming through the system?
Yeah, without doubt. Listen, I'm just turned 30. I'm not like 35, 36, but I suppose I've been like that for a couple of years now, just trying to help guys out. Any little bits from my experience, because I've been through it all in football. I've seen it, bad injuries, moving clubs, falling out with people. It happens everywhere. It's just I've seen it all in football, so I'll just try and help the lads out.
And as Mike mentioned, you've moved around quite a little bit. Are you ready now to settle down somewhere? Yeah,
definitely. Listen, this is where I want to be. Want to get, if it's not this season, next season we want to be looking to get promoted and go from there.
What would you say your career highlight has been so far?
Lost in a couple of Scottish Cup finals. That wasn't great. I don't know really. Probably them. Getting beaten them finals, tough.
Thanks for your time, Gavin. Good luck tomorrow.
Top man, cheers, Liam.
Morning, Gavin. It's Ian from Elastic FM.
Hi, Ian, you okay?
It must have been great to come back after such a layoff and score the winning goal.
Yeah, look, I don't think it was the best of goals, but when you whip it in there, you put it in there, you never know what's going to happen. If someone touches it, it goes in. If the keeper obviously tossed him was going to touch it, and listen, it's not one of my better goals, but I'll take it.
They all count, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. That's at the end of the day, you get the 3 points, and then it pushes you further up the table, so you're happy.
You've obviously had a wide range, as you mentioned, of experience across all the leagues, here in England and in Scotland. Do you find any big differences between Scottish football and English football?
No, it's quite similar, to be fair. It's high tempo. Obviously, it's different when you play like Celtic and Rangers. They're bigger games, but luckily, fortunately, the first time when I was at Dundee United, we had a top class team. that was full of the likes of Robertson, McCoy, Stevens, Gold, Shifty, all these mad players who like that club probably won't see again. But yeah, that was so we beat Rangers a lot of the time when I was there, and then Celtic we got pummeled a few times, but just take it on the chin. Wi-Fi gone.
Sorry about that.
You're back in the building. Love it.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
There we go.
It always seems to happen with Zoom things, doesn't it?
No bother.
Sorry, could we ask that question again about the difference between Scottish and English football?
Listen, there's obviously you got your Premier League, your Championship, which is different than League One, League Two are same kind of thing. Even this league, listen, there's not much between this league and the league above. League One, top 5 or 6 teams is a difference, and then from that down is the same thing.
How do you get your nickname, Mad Gav?
Don't know. You'll have to ask someone else that. They'll inform you.
Okay. As a young lad in Ireland, did you ever think you'd end up playing for your country?
Yeah, well, I was fortunate enough to always be. I was always in like, I suppose from when I was 12, I was always quite highly rated. So, yeah, I probably did, but yeah, that's that one. Oh, it is. He's having a beast there.
Is it frozen?
He's frozen. He'll come back alive now in a minute. Watch. You alright there, Ian? You're alive again. There we go. You're back. Oh no, you're froze again. Back in the room.
I'm so sorry about this. Do you have a favourite team other than one you're playing for?
No.
Right.
Sorry, that's it. I know that's a bit blunt, but it's just yeah.
Yeah, most people seem to have some sort of team.
No, I just enjoy watching watch my son. He's 10 now, so I enjoy watching him going to play, and that's where I get my fun out of football now.
Obviously, tough match tomorrow. Really, we just lost out, didn't we, to a late goal earlier in the season. Are you expecting much of the same again?
Yeah, listen, we're at home. We gotta go take the game to them, put the pressure on top of them, and then hopefully come with the 3 points again. And that's a simple fact of how it should be when you're at home.